Good morning. We're sitting by the station. This is how we're starting the week. With a fly out. Under a flight path.
Welcome to another episode of Toby Stupid Vlog.
I did my job right. Started to get quick safely, and then I quite like it like that because I've got one that we can
Fire Jenga.
people go behind. There's no
Fire Jenga is the best.
lingering. Looking back on that
Zoe's first birthday.
Oh, that is actually quite risky.
Their stock level.
It's like such an improvement. What have you found so far?
Northern America, the talent stuff, all out of stock.
Yeah, but no, it's just like
I think
it's like
Covent Garden had something for about 10.
Afternoon. I'm feeling a bit rubbish, but it's just a cold. It's just annoying when you're trying to concentrate. Also, that wasp is quite annoying. So yes, Heritage Day yesterday, South African Heritage Day, aka Braai Day, which confusingly was on a Saturday. Yes, so it's a traditional South African get-together, and then with a South African barbecue. Ate a lot of meat. There was a lot of meat. I don't know if that helped or hindered my cold. I'm going to say helped. The wine and the beer probably didn't. So today I'm basically just feeling tired and hungry. That's a good summary. In equal measure at the moment. I can solve one of those problems imminently, but the other is going to take some time. So we're doing a bit of honeymoon planning, or at least coming up with hotels and various locations. So that's a good way of taking your mind off the fact that you haven't really slept properly or eaten. You know, well, okay, last night I ate a lot, but I mean, today I haven't eaten properly yet. So my stomach is obviously massively stretched from the 14 zillion sausages that we ate. So I need to fill it. Good morning. It's very pleasant and autumnal today. I'm just going back to Rickmansworth for the day so that I can sort out some German paperwork. And that means I'm going to sit on a train for a little bit, which is not a terrible thing, seeing as I'm not quite 100% recovered from this cold. It's just making me a little bit groggy. So it's better than staring at a computer screen. So hopefully back to 100% tomorrow. Well, I'm going to have to be because I'm at work. So this is my Zen day. Good afternoon. So I'm back from Rickmansworth, glamorous, glorious Rickmansworth, and I have a lot of paperwork with me. My parents and my grandparents' marriage and birth certificates. I won't show you all of it because you've seen a birth certificate before, I presume. Your own, maybe? You should probably ask about that. And marriage certificates, you've probably been to a wedding and you've seen them sign the little book. But what you probably haven't seen is Nazi Germany, German paperwork. So let me show you a little bit of that. So this is my grandmother's birth certificate, along with Happy Reich stamp there. And then this is their marriage certificate, along with more paperwork there. And then this is my granddad's birth certificate, along with more Reich stamp there. We have a lot of this stuff. It's actually remarkable how much of the German paperwork survived the Second World War. We have even marriage certificates from my great-grandparents from Germany, so that's quite remarkable. So I've now got all that. I'm going to collate it all, speak to the German embassy and see when I can start the process of becoming German, which is quite exciting. Good afternoon. I'm just nipping off to buy some food for lunch, as I usually am when I speak to you. I am at home today and tomorrow, most likely. This morning so far I have made 7 videos, so that's reasonably productive. It is the whole reason that I have been at home today and tomorrow, so it's not totally unexpected, and I still have 3 videos to do, which are going to take a little bit longer than the last 7. So if the weather stays decent, I'm going to go and do it in the gardens. So it's been a pleasantly unfrantic week by comparison to the last 2 or 3, I don't even remember now, it's a bit of a blur. The next few days at home is quite a blessed relief, even if there's work to do, so quite looking forward to that. Tomorrow evening should be quite fun. We're trying to get all the student radio peeps back together for one evening, having tried and failed a couple of times this year. And so that's Thursday evening, and Friday evening I'm working the Grosvenor House maybe, or Hilton Park Lane, I don't know, somewhere up there anyway, taking photos. So it's a much better pace of life this week than previously, and I'm very much appreciating it. That of course means that I obviously came down with a cold pretty much as soon as I stopped their frantic work schedule, but that's pretty much gone now too, so life's looking good. So I'm back here. It's rather busy, but it always is at this end. So I'm going to go for a little wander and then find a secluded spot. So today's the first day in a while where I've really got to appreciate again where I live, because when you're sort of moving around a lot or you've got your head down, you kind of forget. And this is the best place to come to remember where you live, because it's amazing. And if you told the 12-year-old me that I'd be able to come in here almost whenever I liked and all day, every day, and do my job here, his jaw would have smacked the ground pretty hard. Because it is pretty awesome, and I've known that for the last 30 years of my life. So it's even nicer when the sun comes out and it's nearly October. I really need to get out of the flat, and this has been very helpful, because despite this morning being very constructive, it's been a lot of staring at a screen, which, you know, when you've already got a head cold, doesn't really help. Right, there we go. I've just done a bit of editing for the imaging blueprint over at the cottage. I don't know with this video, if I'm honest. It's been so long and so stoppy-starty that I'm not quite sure if the original vision is still there. I hope so. We'll find out soon enough. The only other piece of news for today is that my wedding ring has arrived from Hawaii. And I'm not sure I mentioned this before, but yes, after extensive looking in jewellery shops and finding the hilarious price of gold in the United Kingdom, I decided that for what I was getting, it wasn't worth it. So I went online, I went to Etsy, I found a very interesting jeweller in Honolulu who makes custom pieces, and I had one commissioned. I know that sounds crazy. They made it, they've shipped it over, we've now paid the import duty, and it's arrived. And no, you can't see it until the wedding, so tough. Well, that's a bit of a contrast with yesterday, isn't it? I was like, what's that massive whooshing noise outside? Oh, it's monsoon season, it would seem. Had along my self-watering device. Plastic spoon. Genius. So I was supposed to be going out this evening to have a burst reunion with student radio people. I'm kind of hoping this will have gone by now. Or by then, rather. I haven't checked the weather forecast, but I should probably do that. On the way to the pub. It'll just be me and Finn initially, because everyone else has got crap excuses. But it's a nice part of town. So I'm happy, and the weather's decent, so everything's good. And that is Patty and Button, which is where me and Vino went for a burger the other day. God, it must have been months ago actually. That's when we ended up in Claridge's. Rock and roll. Anyway, off we go.
On noughts and crosses. What?
SNK.
So this is pretty much everyone you can get in a room at once. Dave isn't present, so I printed out a picture of his face, but he's suffering from floppy Dave syndrome. Nick, I'm admiring your food.
Stop actually videoing me.
I know. Oh,
1999 vlog Toby.
No, it's not. It's 2016. That's why I can see your food.
delicious.
Go and freelance video produce elsewhere.
Is it like?
Listen, do you know, all these years I've been keeping a running count of all the pustules I've burst over time. Go on, have a guess. Have a guess. Do you think? I think this is probably a man of middling years. I'd say about 500. Do you reckon? A few more? 877.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you get on BBC Devon.
First and last time ever.
Right.
Big ones in a second. It takes 10 minutes, but you know, time flies when you're enjoying yourself. And you are enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
So the best here.
What do you have to like?
You're bleeding through tonight to Flint in North Wales. Well, I'm going to have to do
How did you
a
take the text they
wait for
just
you
have?
then, aren't I?
How can this content be entirely about bleeding through?
I've left bitter at home. And I've got a big shout out to do here to somebody called David Shepherd. Burst FM Luke David Shepherd, who isn't at tonight's reunion. Lots of love from Adam, Brian, Finn, Toby, Sketchy, Brandy and Ludlow. 16 years from Bristol University Radio and still sounding, I can't say that word.
with a song.
Well, good morning. That was a hilarious night and totally worth organising. So I'm feeling rather good about that. I'm going to try and do it again before Christmas, I think. Despite the fact I was only drinking incredibly weak lager, Alpine, if you know it, which is like 2.8%. I still feel a little woozy today, to be honest, but again, worth it. And it's beautiful weather, it's a lovely day, and I'm going to the German embassy. So here we are in very sunny Kensington. It's a beautiful day to come and see this part of London, which is a bit of London that I think a lot of people imagine all of London looks like. I know I've said that before, but area around Marylebone, but Kensington especially so, with lots of mansion blocks and big pillars and what have you. This is how most people do not live. Now, largely because a lot of these places are not residences, actually. A few are, but a large majority of them are also things like hotels and embassies and whatnot, which is where I'm going. Here we go. Here's the German embassy in the sunshine, looking particularly 60s, 70s. So there we go. The paperwork is done. It now needs to go to Germany for verification, and then they get back to me, and then if it's all good, then I have to apply for a passport. So it's not a fast process, but it's started. Afternoon. What a strange day, I'll be honest. It's one of those days that you won't be able to remember what you did when somebody says, what did you do on Friday? And I'll be like, I don't know. Because I've been a bit woozy, as I mentioned, but the weather's also been very confusing, somewhere between sort of the middle of summer and deepest winter. So it's as bemused as I am. But anyway, I'm heading back into London now to go to Grosvenor House to Instagram some peeps. Social photography, which means taking pictures of winners, put them on Instagram, and then they get printed out almost instantaneously, put in a frame and presented to the winner. So it's a great room, Grosvenor House Hotel, which is the room that used to be in Ice Rink. And there's about 1,000 people in here. So all done, another awards ceremony bites the dust. If I'm honest, a pretty terrible award ceremony all in all, but then what do I mind, because I wasn't paying to be there. Everyone's going to get very drunk later and they're probably going to have an adequate time, but the ceremony itself was sub-adequate. Never mind, I took a lot of photos and they all got nice little frames and what have you, and everyone was happy. So I'm going home to bed. That's what we do on a Friday night. It's only 20 minutes left in the week technically, so I better hurry up. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll subscribe by clicking the big red button, and if all those things did happen, then we can meet again here next week. That'd be nice.
Toby